Hey, welcome to we're doing a new thing. This is mostly just a filler thing. It's called the Red Knife, and uh, we're basically it's Rogues Guild thing. We're doing some Rogues Guild stuff, mostly Assassin's Guild. But this is like the first session, and we're gonna experiment with level 1 or level 0 actually characters. Um, so you guys are pretty much like you don't have any class or class abilities. You just have 6 HP and all that stuff. I'm curious what you guys made. So can you guys like introduce your characters before, real quick before I, give the introduction to the setting? Let's start with
Go
Code.
ahead. Oh, well, I made extremely last minute decisions. I made a
Hmm.
sorcerer. He's a human.
Hmm.
Um, his name is Dominic Crow, although he goes by a separate alias, Jurgen Muntz.
Okay, so he's a
He's a
noble.
charlatan. Not, he's a charlatan.
Okay, so it's a
he,
fake last name.
yes,
Okay.
he has all the finery. He has the fake signet ring that's supposedly a family crest and whatnot. But he mostly gets by running uh, games of chance, only tilted in his favor. Uh, and he uses his supposed nobility to aid in his credibility. Yeah, he's sort of the debonair showman. But yeah, that is all that I can say about him.
What does the
Human
crest look like?
sorcerer. Hmm?
What does the crest look like?
It's a poorly made thing of Barry. I don't fucking know.
We'll get back to you on that. Think about it. Gray, who did you make?
Yeah, so I'm going to be playing as a half elf, well, to be rogue named Sebastian, who has left Shazar after accruing a decent amount of debt to a small time gangster and humiliating a mob boss. And his basically profession is gambler. Let's be honest, he's a professional gambler. He also has done some thievery and burglary, but that's more for the risk and the rush as opposed to anything specific. A lot of what he does is because he's bored or, for that adrenaline high of risking everything and winning. He also has a weird kind of luck to him where he generally wins in games of chance, but that generally just fucks him over anyways because winning doesn't always mean good.
Okay. If there's not a gambler background, we can work on one for you that like gives you a proficiency in games.
There is, yes.
Ah, okay. I just checked your sheet and didn't see it, but it's understandable. Short notice and all that stuff.
I put the dice set and playing cards under tool proficiencies. I don't know. I think that's only like the two things that are determined by 5e. I'm sure there are other like games that you could play, but those are the only ones like the book acknowledges.
Ah, okay. I was just looking in your background section and didn't see anything, so I assumed.
Oh, I forgot.
That's fine. Joel, remember you're muted. Hey, there you are.
Yes, yes.
Who are you bringing to the table?
I am bringing my wood elf named Ithan, no last name, who,
Full elf?
yeah, full elf,
Oh, okay.
who used to live among a family of elves. However, at a young age was kind of kidnapped and brought into a sort of slaver trade. He managed to get away just barely, but ended up living a life running from just those people and ended up living on the streets, sort of thing, not really having anywhere to go, not understanding the world. And pretty much he just used to steal from people a lot, and one day got caught up with some people and beat the shit out of them and killed some of them by accident. And then he realized, oh shit, I don't care for human life. This is kind of actually really fun to do.
Okay.
So that's where he is.
Interesting.
Bill Gates.
And what do your characters look like? I don't think we got descriptions.
Oh yes.
No.
My character is slightly above average height, like at 6 feet. He's fairly lithe, not very muscly at all. With long red hair that goes down to like halfway down his back.
Okay. Great. What's your character look like?
He is, I'd say, definitely shorter than that elf, but he is also pretty lithe. His face is, he has used like I guess like a natural beauty because elves are generally much prettier than humans as a sort of tool in his exploits, cheating, lying, manipulating people. So he is exceptionally pretty in a sort of almost feminine way.
Okay.
Trap.
So blonde, yeah, pretty much blonde, blue-eyed, dresses relatively well. Isn't really vain, but understands that that's a tool. How you are perceived as a tool.
Okay. Cody, do you know what your character looks like?
Yeah, he's about average build, raven black hair, and a shortly cut, shortly trimmed beard, closely trimmed beard. I mean, but average build and height. You know, it's a, just strong angular features.
Okay.
Nothing too descript, but
And have you thought of a crest yet?
no.
Well, all right. Let's just hope that doesn't come up. I'll immediately make plans to make it come up as soon as I can.
Bad DM, bad DM.
So with that, I think that we can hop right into things. Each of your contacts, in their own way and in your own towns or villages,
It's a bad dragon logo.
told you that this was the spot. Here outside of Dockton would be a man in black robes and a mask who would give you further instructions. It's a cool spring night just before summer's warmth has covered the land, and there's a crescent moon that shines over the land through the I don't know why I wrote crowds because you're in the middle of the forest, but it shines through the trees. At this moment, you're all gathered alone, and you stand like a minute or two walk away from the side of the road. You might all potentially be strangers to each other, and perhaps surprised to see each other here and not the man yet. Duckton is southeast of Tarval, east of the Tarval Range. Uh, it is one of the one of the three ports on the eastern side of this continent. And to describe it, let me pull up my notes for Dockton. Dockton is a nice port. Calling it a city is generous. It's like maybe 6,000 people. It's the nearest port to Andeth Mora and Nilfforge, so there's like a lot of supplies and weapons and like metals that flow through here to be shipped elsewhere. So like the population, it's a nice-ish town, but it's still kind of just this port town, Maybe the peasants here look slightly wealthier than the peasants elsewhere. But it's not terribly special. The local mayor is known for being well liked, and he's always trying to expand the city's infrastructure. There's a navy of 3 ships, one of which is always dry docked, and there's not a bad military or like not military presence, but like guard presence. Like at any time, there might be 30 people like just doing stuff, like official guards, and there's like
A
maybe
garrison.
yeah, and there's maybe like 80 more that can be called on pretty quickly. So it's a town that isn't doing too bad for itself, but it's otherwise somewhat unremarkable. And you guys stand just a little outside of it, off the side of the road, waiting here together, potentially all strangers to each other.
Sorry, which town is it again?
Dockton,
Doc.
Dockton.
southeast of Tarval.
I see it. Okay.
And I'll give you guys a little bit to talk to each other while you're alone together.
So we were just in the woods, met up with each other. Did we know anyone else was coming, or?
No, you were like, say you were in like, a Vetchazil or something like that, and you're just like having a drink, and your contact is like, "Hey, I heard you want to join the guild. Go here on this night, and here are the directions." And then you yourself went there, and now there's 3 people here.
So it's nighttime.
Yeah, like maybe midnight or so.
Okay, I would probably try and stick, like, as I got closer, like, to the shadows kind of thing.
Okay.
So should I make like a stealth check or anything for that, or?
Sure, you can if you want.
All right, I'm going to do that.
The gathering point that you guys are told is this like hollowed out trunk that's, next to a fallen tree. Okay, you're hidden pretty well.
Okay.
I don't know if you were the first one here though. Let me see who was here first. Let's get a D8 because there's. I don't know where my D4 is. What the fuck is my D4? Okay. No, you were not. You were actually the last person who got here.
All right.
It still kind of makes sense.
He sort of crept in. Okay.
Then who did arrive first?
Evens or odds, Gray?
Oh, odds.
Cody got here first.
Okay, so I'd just be sitting there in the hollow, or he would be, with his hands on his hips, just looking around.
And I think by the time I arrive, I'm already like at least a shot or 2 deep. And I just kind of come just strolling right out of the underbrush because I don't give a fuck. And do I see somebody else standing there?
Cody, did you make an attempt to hide or anything?
No, I'd probably be looking towards the sound and
Yeah, there's this
Or is-
guy who's right here.
it's looking you up and down.
Just tell me whenever I arrive.
Yeah, sure. You guys mostly arrive at the same time, but
I make no attempt to like hide myself, or how I even just kind of strut right across the open, stand nearby, sway like a little bit because it's a pretty nice buzz. It's good gin, and I say, well, I didn't realize this was a party, or I would have brought more alcohol to drink for me to drink. You see.
You're not who I was told to meet, are you, Les?
I
Totally
look down at my
different.
clothes. I think I'm dressed relatively well. I guess my background does give me like fine clothes. I just kind of half frown and say, "Well, no, I don't think so. I was invited here as well." And then I pat myself on the chest, kind of like as if I'm looking for something, and then realize no, I wasn't given anything. And then I stop and say, "I'm pretty sure."
Huh.
at about this time, Joel, you can arrive. Sorry if you hear any
Alright.
noises. I'm trying to find that D4 that I think I dropped earlier.
Oof.
We'll have to give you Epicac.
At this point, do I see these two? I would assume I would.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna take out my. Even though short bow is not my, I have one, and even though it's not my preferred weapon, it's still a smarter option. So I'm going to take it out and begin.
Careful, this is a family show.
Sure. And just get ready. Like, how do you? What is the word for like the string with the bow or whatever?
Stringing it.
Stringing it, yeah. I string the bow up and then get ready in case anything happens.
Okay. The two of you can talk for a while. Joel, how long will your character wait before they have a change?
Depends on what they say. If I think they're there for the same reason I am, I'll probably just walk up. If they're not, I'll probably kill them.
Yeah, the conversation seems that they're here for the same reason.
I'll
So-
continue listening for a little bit longer.
He's writing down notes. He's using this time. Pressure him, Barry.
Yeah, so the conversation that I'm going to maintain is more or less just kind of, I don't know, idle chit chat, like observation of what the person opposite me is wearing. I don't know how engaged your character would be.
Not incredibly, just passing it off and, just waiting.
Oh yeah, and I'm leaning right into that because I mean I notice I just don't care, and I'm just going to keep talking and talking and talking.
At this, after like a minute of this, I'm just gonna let out a large sigh, put on a big smile, and just walk out of the shadows like, you too, yeah, huh?
Was that common?
You too, huh? You're here for business or pleasure?
I just kind of wheel around towards him like unsteadily, kind of wipe my fingernails on my chest and go, I don't see the reason of, against mixing the two.
I just raise a hand.
I like
No!
you already.
Okay.
No.
I unstring my bow. I assume that these guys are here for the same reason I am.
I was not able to find my D4, but I got a new one.
Get fucked.
Thankfully, I have 8 of each die. Okay,
Stop
so
eating the dice.
you guys chit-chat for a while, kind of standing off the side of the road, as a robed man, his cloth black and face obscured by a mask, walks towards your group from deeper in the woods. Your
How
contact-
flammable are the robes?
Flammable. Maybe. You don't know from this distance. You're a human, and it's also
Okay.
dark. You can barely see out here. It's only like a half moon.
Okay.
Like you
Yeah,
said,
do you-
crescent moon.
It's like
Is it
barely
waxing or is it
crescent.
waning?
I believe
Is it yellow?
It's wax. You know,
Beginning of the month or end of the month?
it's waxing.
Okay. Beginning of the month. None of this information is useful. I'm just being an ass.
Understandable.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, it's been about an hour. When he makes an appearance. Do you guys do anything immediately or?
Yeah. I just look over and with my hand still on my hip. Are you the person we're supposed to be meeting over here? Perhaps?
You can't really tell what his face says. It's hidden behind this white mask. Or I'm sorry, this red mask. And he kind of just ignores you. And moves a little closer to you guys and starts speaking. Greetings, initiates. And he kind of like looks over you guys, sizing you guys up.
Tobacco's a hell of a drug.
Do you guys say anything in response? Your contacts did tell you that to call this guy Bridge.
Bridge, okay. I'm just leaning up against a tree nonchalantly, his hands on my side with just this entire hour we've been talking, just giant smile on my face is like, greetings, Bridge, I assume.
Yes,
Care for a smoke, Bridge?
I would love one. Do you have any on you? No, that's not why I'm here. You each are here because you've shown an interest in the guild. Whether that interest is in money or pure bloodlust, I don't care. Neither does the guild. I give you this chance to leave. It's your only chance. An oath to the guild lasts until death. He kind of says, looking over you guys.
I guess for me, it's going to be a long time then. You know?
He doesn't.
What if we get resuscitated?
He doesn't move his arms. He says, until your soul passes on.
But they can come back.
What?
I've heard stories.
Yes, but we all know that once a soul has passed on, it can't be recovered.
Mm.
You talking about that one children's story with the witch hut and the 15 children? Because that was a weird children's story, man.
If you wish to leave, there's no shame in it. We won't hunt you down if you leave now, and we'll all forget your face. He kind of looks meaningfully to everybody. But if you swear your oath, you are bound to us. Is that something each of you are prepared to do?
Yeah,
What if I bribe you with tobacco?
Can you say that?
Yes.
You can bribe me to do a great many things.
I mean, bribing is part of the business, ain't it?
Well, he seems specifically fond of tobacco.
That is unrelated. Does anybody give a response to him?
I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. I'm keeping an eye out as
asked you a
well around
question.
me. Oh, did I just miss it?
If
Oh,
you-
yes. I said yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
would have
think.
walked all the way out here.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
you only live once, you know. I think I'm prepared.
He gives a slow nod to you guys.
I swear my loyalty.
Oh my God.
The guild has a few rules, but each member is expected to follow them closely. The first rule of the guild is that you don't talk about the guild. Under any Under any circumstances, recruitment is up to certain members, not you. The second rule is to only do what's necessary for the job. Do not be excessive, and fulfill the request exactly as it was written. Third, kill any who threaten the secrecy of our organization. Fourth, do not harm members of the guild, unless under direct order from your superiors to. And fifth, interruption or sabotage of Taco Tuesday will result in immediate extradition from the guild. And by that I mean death.
Uh-oh.
He finishes and he looks to the party for your reactions.
I'm
We have a Taco Tuesday?
slowly nodding.
Yes, it's quite nice.
Oh, hell yeah. Sign me up then.
What are tacos?
Do you know what a tortilla is?
What's a tortilla?
No, it's tortilla.
Tortilla.
There are these... It doesn't matter. You are initiates. You still have not sworn your oath, and before I let you, you must prove your worth to the guild.
My mother told me not to swear.
Well, you're going to have to.
Oh, fuck.
Are you ready for your first... Well, for your chance to prove yourself?
Yes, I am.
I was born ready, man.
Good. There's a dwarf in Andeth Mora, a wine cellar with a small shop hidden away from the main road. His name is Girton Ironshield. We don't know much about him other than he lives alone and above his shop. We have directions to his shop, which I'll give you. And he kind of gives this small note written on parchment for the nearest person. Which
Curtain, Iron Curtain.
Which would probably be Cody.
Which would be Cody, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, he gives you the piece of paper with the instructions to the place. The client has requested this man killed. He requested that there be no blood, and specifically that a bottle of the cheapest wine that dwarf has, he says, putting up air quotes, to be poured out on top of his body and clothes in its entirety after he's killed. The client was a wizard who was sold fake elven wine by this dwarf, so he says. He provided no further request or instructions. And he pauses. You should know that the guild takes a 40% cut from any job. In return, the guild pays for its members' travel expenses. The contract should reward your group with 60 gold total, since you will all be taking this task together. We will know when the job is complete, and a member will get in contact with you a day after it's done. You will only need to stay in Endithmore for a day afterwards, and you'll be given further instructions.
60 gold, man. I've
20
never even gotten anywhere close to that. Whoa. Yeah, I'm ready for this.
Well, lucky for you, you'll only be getting 20.
Hey, I know. That's still a lot of money compared to what I've had before. Man.
Kind of
I
like
swear.
party members. This is all I need to tell you. I've given you your quest, or your job, and now it is up to you to get there. So out of game, we're not going to worry about traveling expenses or any of that. I will roll random encounters occasionally, or there might just be encounters that happen along the road as a part of the quest, but we're not going to worry too much about travel stuff.
Alright.
We're just going to say you try and get from point A to point B.
Okay.
In this case, Andithmora is, I believe, 15 days away from here. Which is, unless you guys get horses, but I don't think you can afford them. So you'll
Probably
be traveling by foot.
I thought they paid for that.
Not horses. They more meant like food and lodging.
Lodging.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just gonna say that they give you an amount of money that covers it, and we're just not gonna worry about it.
Fair. But no more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Okay, so after he says this, he kind of takes a step back and starts fading back into the forest.
And I'll
So
just
wait, no blood. Is strangulation okay? I mean, like, come on, no blood.
Oh.
That's kind of boring.
You just hear, no blood.
No blood.
And I'm just waving. We'll see you soon.
So I'm guessing strangulation's okay. Bludgeoning, you know.
Snoo snoo.
Oh, ooh, even poison's kind of boring though. You know, it's kind of an old cliche. Don't you guys agree?
No, it's a cliche because it works.
What do you know? You're a drunkard.
I just sort of smile at him.
Just like
That sort of
poison.
shit-eating grin of like, yeah, that's right.
He said nothing about setting him ablaze, so. Just the noisiest assassination ever. He's
I
just
was-
screaming and on fire, breaking shit.
I would assume the assassination, as we're going to call it, I assume, and not be discreet at all, is probably wants to be more discreet.
That's a good idea. I'm
So
sorry.
I assuming fire would just cause more of it.
I just imagine the silhouette in a window, just a dwarf just on fire, just knocking over shit. Just screaming. Oh yes, assassination. Okay, let's continue.
Jesus.
Well, I guess off we go then.
Tally ho!
Tally ho.
Don't you fucking mock me, whelp.
Alright, you guys travel 15 days. I'm gonna roll for maybe two chances for a random encounter.
One a
oh,
week, yeah.
And no. Okay.
And
So-
then I said, "That's not my penis."
For the last time, I'm not touching you.
Oh, come on.
See, that's the
Don't
point.
be a baby.
Dominic is just scratching his chin.
Well, you
Shazar.
You little chicken, bak. Oh, come on, have a little fun, you know.
Dominic is just scratching his chin.
Sounds like a very merry party.
Yes.
All right, you guys arrive outside of Andithmora. You know, you climbed up this mountain, through the mountain pass, and you guys are pretty high up. You know, you can see the land before you. Can't quite see the sea, I don't think. I think the horizon is a little farther out than that, right? Yeah.
No.
What?
No.
How far is the horizon?
It's
Far as
what,
fuck,
7
boy.
miles?
7 miles? Yeah, but you are on top of a mountain, right?
I'm
That-
not sure it
that-
extends 160 miles.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, so you guys are on top of this mountain, and it is, you know, like there's some people going past you. You know, you have like an adventuring group at some point head out. Looks like it's just, you know, it's just three of them. One of them has a nice sword.
Wait.
You
Wait.
know, you guys just passed by them.
What were the races of them all?
You know, you didn't get a good look.
Mm-hmm. Was it masterworked? Was it a longsword?
Oh no, you were actually looking at this this other guy's nice sword. It had like a blue hilt. It's pretty cool.
Hmm.
I'm so lost.
It's a reference to another campaign.
I figured.
And yeah, you guys arrive at the gates of Andithmora. They are open. They're these big stone gates that look like, you know, the entrance to, you know, the imagery of the entrance to like a dwarven king's throne room, where there's these giant fucking doors that are fucking thick, and it makes no
Oh, yeah.
sense how they're possible to be open and closed, but they somehow are. Yeah, that's kind of what the gates of Andithmora look like. Except they're more squat, like they're more square. Like they're just big, giant fucking slabs.
I rush out and I warn them not to go down the Griffin path.
Oh my god.
Nah, it's too late. You know, this was like 30 minutes ago. You're already starting to forget about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and you guys are at the gates of Andithmora.
Well, this seems to be the place. Or-
It does.
How do you know? Have you been here before?
No. Too nice for my taste.
Then, never mind. Let's see. Let's see where the shop is. Probably case it out beforehand.
Yeah, you have instructions from the south entrance to Andithmora. You probably know that Andithmora has a south, a north, and a west entrance.
Yes.
The west one goes through the Tarvian Range. It's a really long tunnel. And yeah, as you guys enter into Andithmora, there's it's definitely a strange world in here. You know, it feels like you're in a different plane of existence. The overhead is just rock ceiling. Most of the lighting comes from these red crystals that shed a light, kind of dimly over everything. You're a human, so you kind of have to squint, and you have trouble seeing a lot of stuff. And, you know, this is like dim red light. It's hard to make out a lot of stuff. The half-elf and elf can see fine. It's still strange, though. You know, you guys grew up in forests, and this is underground, and it's very unnatural looking. Dominic, you never gave a token for me.
Ah. Hmm.
Yeah, it's not immediately a problem, but get it to me somewhat quickly.
We will do filler.
Yeah, so what are you guys doing? Are you just going straight, like following the instructions?
Good enough.
Yeah, I'm sort of wandering forward. I think I had to pass through going the other direction not super long ago, and I'm more or less going, yep, still a hall, still dark, still full of dwarves. End of one.
Hey, so Sebastian, all right? You you solo right now?
Painfully so.
Yeah, good. We need you. We need you wide-eyed.
How do I upload this directly to the sheet? I cannot.
You can send it to me, and I can take care of it.
This is just a stand-in. That's close enough.
Okay.
Sans bird and smoking, but it's close enough.
Let me get this all sorted out. Where did that... What? Where did that image go? I just saved it. Save image as.
Orochimaru.
Oh, it went in the wrong folder. Okay.
So yeah, we're just making our way along. Idle conversation, chatter, chatter. I can probably find some coconuts to make some hoof sounds.
Ah, no, unfortunately, you're not on horses.
No,
And,
not for us. Are horses not allowed in the city?
They wouldn't fit.
Oh, narrow streets, that narrow.
Yeah, the streets here are pretty narrow.
Okay.
That's not all of them, you know, there's a main road that's like 50 feet across, maybe more. And, you know, there's cars going up and down it, but there's also a lot of small alleyways that, like, one person could fit through at a time.
Oh,
And,
fair.
you know, a lot of this building, the dwarves build for themselves, right? And
Yeah.
for elves, you know, you guys are probably short enough that it's not too much of a problem. Though the human, you might have to duck a little bit here and there. Dwarves are still pretty big creatures, you know. But the architecture around here is definitely not necessarily built for you. Anything off the main road is a little shorter. And you know, you guys go down one of the side streets, not alleys, but you know, they're like side streets. And I'm just finishing the stuff on this token. Okay. I should be able to bring you guys over to oh, no, wrong page.
Was it a spoiler? Was it a spoiler?
No, it was just blank.
Ooh, how do I make it so that the other people can see on
In the fog of war thing, there should be a reveal thing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm using advanced fog of war.
I don't know how that one works.
Cody, can you see?
I can. Let me zoom out. No. Oh, yep.
Sebastian is grays, and this.
Are you making it so they can see better than me?
Oh.
I think you. Can everybody see?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm assuming they can see more than I can.
Yes. I think that each of the half elves there should be like
do
a
have a torch.
green. Anything in green you can see with your night vision. Anything that's in white is normally lit up. And I'm going to show you guys what this looks like with proper lighting because 5e or Roll20 is not very for some reason it doesn't let you customize what lights you use. Actually, I'm going to hold off on the proper lighting real quick. But yeah, no, you can only use white light in here, despite everything should be reddish. It's not, because Roll20.
Okay, I can. Yeah.
Yeah, so just use your imagination. All of... you might see, like, little, like, yellowish crystals, those ones actually are giving off yellowish white light. So it's easier to see by them for normal people.
No, are torches really allowed in the city?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna light up a torch of mine.
Okay. Let me make it so that you radiate light.
That's
Vision,
actually pretty neat.
basic. Emits light. This might work. Torch is 20 feet and 20 feet, right?
I did not mean to roll dice. I was checking out the dice roller that I've never used before, and it rolled dice.
That is an excellent question. Let me see. Yes, 20 feet by 20 feet. Wait, it's 20 feet
If I do
dim light.
this-
20 feet of bright light, 20 feet of dim. And an additional 20 feet. So 40 feet of light.
Oh yes, I forgot. You humans can't see down here, can you?
No, I just figured I'd light this up for my own convenience.
Ah,
Fire burn and all.
Are you radiating light at all?
Not as far as I can tell. No.
Ooh. Can you guys move a little bit? There we go. Okay, that updates for the viewers. Sorry, I just roll 20 is being strange.
I'll have to screen hack the stream.
Okay. 20 feet of bright light.
20
I'm
feet
gonna
of
use the bathroom quick while you guys fight with the technology.
Dim light. There we go. That should
There
be
you
good.
That's a weird god ray, but it's fine.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Don't
what the
move me.
fuck? Why?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Why is that?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Alright, there we go. Okay. Somebody said that they were AFK right now?
Yes, gray.
Okay. I think I don't know what that little bit of visual bug is. Why you're on,
Right.
like
Right there.
right here.
It's because it poorly handles god ray, the intersection of light and shit.
Hold on a second.
Because that's also light coming from here, and it's trying to do that while it does this as well. It's trying to do shadow from up top while.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back.
No
You
worries.
Yeah, it's just trying to get shadow from the front light box thing, and it's trying to morph it in, but unsuccessfully.
Yeah. Roll20 could
Returned.
deal with an update to its lighting system. For example, light doesn't bounce around on anything. It just is a straight ray. Like, there's some of these where it would be pretty fucking bright. Like over here, for example. But
Mm-hmm.
you can't see that because it's not in direct line of sight of the light source.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine though. Now that Gray's back, you ask me to continue walking. You can just move your tokens carefully. You know that it's down the street and by the well.
Down the street and by the well.
Down the street by the well. All right.
Do 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 do.
Have we passed a well?
If you
I
look
don't
to your
believe
right,
so.
there's a well.
Oh, I have zoomed in a lot. Hold up. There it is.
My token is in the way.
All right.
I-
As I walk by here, is there a sign for this entrance here, or?
This is the James and Charles General Goods Store.
Okay.
Okay. I like dynamic lighting. Ooh. What about this door?
This is just residential. A lot of these are residential.
Okay.
Do I see anything down this hall at all, like people or anything?
There's the occasional dwarf walking by who gives you guys strange looks. You guys are armed and stuff, but it's not terribly out of place. There's still stores around here.
No, I am only armed with a quarterstaff, so it's nothing to.
Yeah. and over here to the north is Girton's Good Wine.
That's our target.
Seems to be the place, yes.
There's like a sign, maybe like right here-ish on the before the stairway, or not stairs. There's not stairs here, but you know, like there's a sign that just says Girton's. Actually, does anyone speak Dwarven? Well, it says it in Dwarven and Common. You know, like Dwarven at the top, and then in smaller letters in Common.
I do not speak Dwarven.
Nope.
Draconic, but not Dwarven.
Okay. Much of the city is in Dwarven.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it appear to be open for business?
The door is closed, but it is daytime outside at least.
I'll give it a knock.
By the way, what time is it?
Actually, I don't know if my mic didn't pick that up.
No,
it's
we-
like, you know, midday.
Okay.
FBI, open up.
Did you not hear my response?
No.
I heard.
Come in.
Oh,
Oh,
how forward. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty neat. I like that.
Yeah. We'll wait for the
I'm just
alley
making
elf.
I'm just making a circle.
Okay.
I think I'm probably the only one that's had experience with, organized crime and just sort of how things go.
Organized crime, yes.
I
Petty
think
crime,
I'll
no.
probably head in with. Actually,
So
I'll probably
now
head in with. Yeah.
now that you guys have seen the inside, I'll share with you what it looks like properly. Just because I think this image sets the mood a lot better. And I will on stream show this as well.
If it's gonna load.
Yeah, open it in a browser. He tried sending this to me earlier as well. Just open it in a browser. It doesn't work.
Middle click.
Oh, okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's exactly how I would make a base, only because it's black and red and it's edgy as fuck.
Those of you who know much about the dwarves here know that they do mine this crystal, and there are different colors of crystal, but red is the most common, and red is also, you know, the best for traveling light. So, red
So are
is,
they just sitting in pitch black until they like hit a wall and they're just immediately blinded?
what?
Like when they're mining out the crystal, like they're mining to the crystal, they like break it down a wall and they're just immediately blinded.
No, there's like crystal mines where it's like a cavern of these crystals, and you know they find
Okay.
different caverns occasionally.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty deep though. It used to be that dwarves would use torches or candles or magic light, but over the years, these crystals have been slowly replacing most of the light sources.
Them darn fancy LEDs.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
So,
yeah, I guess.
Gurton is a pudgy dwarf who seems all too cheery. As you guys enter, he greets you guys. Oh, customers! What can I do for you? And he would, you kind of look to the side, and he's off to the left of the door. He's wearing pretty simple-ish clothes. He has a somewhat ratty vest and stained brown pants, with these brown leather shoes that look like they've seen better days. The shop itself, though, is in pretty good condition. You know, everything seems clean. There's a few shelves on the far side of the wall from where you entered that have bottles of wine. There's a crystal sitting on a table near the bottles. If you guys see the purplish table, that's where the crystal sits.
Yep.
And then there's also crystal on his desk, like right beside him, and like a candle, but you know it's not a candle. And as you guys kind of close the door, you realize that, you know, these stone walls are pretty insulated. As you close it, the sounds of the city kind of fade away into non-existence, and the only
Oh,
noise that you
no.
can really hear are Garton's sniffing and shifting in his chair and his, like, your shoes plodding against the stone tiles.
His little grandkids hop up and sit on his lap.
Immediately looking around, do I see any other doors or entrances or exits?
Yeah, in the back, there's, 2 doors behind the, desk.
Okay.
One is wood and one is stone.
Okay.
And where is Garton at, exactly location-wise?
Garton is at his desk in the chair. He's
In the-
just sitting. He has a book out that he's kind of reading by the light, and he sets it down as you guys come in. And yeah, he asks you, "What can he do for you?"
Yeah, I'm gonna walk right up to the desk. Yes, I am of the firm belief that you can only judge a fine winesman by their cheapest wine. So, I plan on making a large order, and I would like to get a sample of your cheapest, lowest quality, you would say.
Oh, well, I mean, that's fair enough. I could offer you my better ones. I mean, I do offer a wide variety, and if you're looking for cheap, I do carry cheap, but I can't promise it'll taste too good.
Hmm.
So just a
what was-
warning for you.
What was the wine that the guy got scammed with?
I
It's
didn't
supposed
say.
to be. It was he said it was like an elven wine. Only supposedly the
fake.
guy said he was ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they like made it like it was obviously a fraud. Either they relabeled it or maybe they made their own line and then labeled it as that wine.
Possibly.
Right.
I'm gonna sort of scratch my chin. You wouldn't happen to have any elven wine, would you?
Oh, of course I do. He kind of leans over and he says, "On the shelf to the far right is where I keep my more expensive ones. I've got better ones in the back, but that's the ones for the public display.
Okay. I'll go over and glance.
If you're looking for something fancy, I do have stuff in the back if you want it."
Do you?
Mm.
We could take him back there and beat the shit out of him.
You say that out loud?
No. yeah, I'm walking
Metagaming.
probably past him. Hey guys, we can take him back there and beat the shit out of him. As I'm walking past up to him. I was thinking out loud, not in game.
Christ.
Fuck. We'll see what you have for me in the meantime as to your lower quality before we decide on any big deals. Is that fair enough?
Oh, that's fair enough. Left shelf's where I keep the cheaper stuff. I organize it from cheap to expensive.
Your very most cheapest. Let's see.
As he walks,
And I am in my finery, and I got a gold purse on my hip, and I got my ring flashing, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up as he leaves, and be like, "Say, what are your prices?" You would say, like, how much are you? How much would the payment be, depending on the wine, from cheapest to highest quality? You know.
Oh, well, the cheapest one, that's mostly unnamed stuff. That's stuff that some local brewers make and more just want to get rid of. That stuff's only a few copper. But the more expensive ones, well, on display, I've got some elven wine. You see, there's some wizards who tend to, they use that stuff for their magics, and I'll sell those bottles for 20 gold. But I've got more expensive stuff. If that's your fancy, I've got better elven wine. He kind of says, looking over your elven features.
Of course. What would be your highest quality elven wine?
That would be the Sylvan Special.
Sylvan Special. And how much would that run me?
Well, I usually try and sell that one for about 50 gold a bottle.
Ah, I see.
And would any of you have been from... oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't Sylvan, it was Sylmore Special.
Silmore special.
Silmore is the elven capital. Quote unquote.
Ooh.
I didn't live in the Elven capital. I probably didn't.
Yeah. Have any of you been to the elven capital or anything?
No.
Yeah. If you're not an elf, that's a straight no. Gray, has your character been to the elven capital?
Gray?
Is Gray muted?
Gray.
Oh,
No.
he said BRB 2 minutes ago.
Oh, fuck.
Gosh, all right. Well, this actually isn't a bad place to take a short break. We're
All
about
right,
55 minutes in.
All right. Food is ready, and since we're not streaming, would you mind if I ate?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I might be a little longer, so sorry about that.
Yeah. That's
We
fine.
can get Gray caught up and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
We've got
BRB.